but this might be the best camp I've been to all summer.
Once you come to one of his skills camps, I don't think you'll go to the traditional skills camps anymore.
If you're a point guard, this camp's good for you. If you're a center, it's good for every position because you'll learn about everything.
It's been a really good experience for me.
You come here to know everything about basketball. That's probably the main thing.
You'll gain a whole lot more confidence.
It's like other camps, you don't really get much out of it. You pay a lot of money and then you get there, and it's just like every other camp. This one's definitely different.
There's stuff that I've never done here before, different kind of drills. It works on footwork, which you don't get at many camps.
And the main thing we learn here is about footwork. Your footwork will be amazing after you leave here.
You don't have to worry about you getting embarrassed at all or anything like that, because everyone does the same the first time, but you always get it the second.
Like I said, it's not going to harm anything you've already got, and it's just going to make you better.
You know, it's like you're in the gym by yourself, but you get that one-on-one when you need it. You know, you get everything in the package that you're looking for as a player.
Anyone could go to this and get better from it.
Well, for us, it was a trial. We didn't really know anything about it. I read on the website, so I was basically basing my information off the website, but I'm really surprised of just how different it is just from any other camp we've been to.
It covers like everything, and you can, even though we're working on offense, it will also help you with defense because you get quicker when you use your footwork.
I found no other camp that taught footwork.
I learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know before.
I actually had fun.
I'm glad I did it.
I can already tell I've improved a lot in my footwork.
And it's good for any level player.
2 daughters and a player on my team.
I'm going to be a freshman.
I'm a junior.
14.
My son is 17, going to be a senior this year.
Came from Chicago Ridge, Illinois.
New Buffalo, Michigan.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Michigan.
I am from Peoria, Illinois.
I'm from Tennessee.
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
We came in from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
I'm from Canton, Ohio.
From Clarendon Hills, Illinois.
From the Ann Arbor, Michigan area.
I'm from Toledo, Ohio, and that's about a 4-hour drive from here.
And I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
We drove about 300 miles, and actually, if it was in Indiana, which was probably another 70 miles from here, I would drive that too.
Then got up at 7, graduated at 10, got on a plane in Dallas at noon to get here.
I was just in Texas.
We drove a little over 4 hours.
I drove 3 hours to get here.
And it took me 7 hours to get here.
3 hours.
Like 2.5 hours.
And it took me 6 hours to get here.
I paid a lot of money for a lot of camps. This was beyond reasonably priced for what you get out of it.
We've been to a lot of other camps, a lot of skill camps, and it's the same thing over and over. Using 2 balls, skills, and then at the end of the camp, usually you have a 5-on-5 game, and I just like this format so much better. I think the kids get more out of this.
Most kids, when they come to a camp, they want to come and they just want to play basketball. That's not a camp. That's just, you can get that in a rec center. This has been a real intense camp for learning skills. If they'll take these skills home, they'll become much better basketball players. Nobody teaches the basic footwork, the basic fundamentals to be able to build upon.
This is like a lot of the footwork. A lot of camps just focus on just shooting and ball handling. This works a lot on footwork and shows how much footwork really helps in the game of basketball. And it's different moves you can get. It's a lot of different stuff.
And you can go to other skills camps for dribbling, ball handling, shooting, and yeah, that's all great, but you can't, they never teach this stuff. I think every player should have this kind of foundation at a very young age.
Whereas when you go to just other camps, you know, you're going to learn layups, you're going to do the other things, and by the time you're done with the camp, that experience is gone.
It's great while you're there, and then you leave and you may retain 5 or 10% of it. This is designed, I think, for permanent retention.
Like in other camps I've been to, they don't really focus on shooting. They focus on shooting, but not in the dynamic way that he does it.
You know, he shows you how to do it on your own, and I think other camps don't necessarily offer that.
Most other camps try to make you learn a whole bunch of different moves. Here he just gives you 3 basic moves, but they all work together, so it adds up, and you can do a lot more with those moves. They're really effective.
Most camps, they're not like this. You know, I can't really explain it, but it's just the whole vibe and what you get out of it. You're getting your money's worth, plus more, really, as I see it.
This camp is like focused on footwork, and footwork, it helps like defense, offense, everything. Everything revolves around footwork. So this is a really good camp.
Most of the camps I've been to, it's like some drills like at the beginning, and then you kind of just get some pickup teams and just play the rest of the time. This one, it's no screwing around. It's you get here, you get to work, and you get a lot more done. It's more efficient.
It's harder than quite a bit of the other camps I've done, and it's not just playing. It's working more on your game instead of just, playing around.
At other camps, there's usually like a whole bunch of different coaches coaching different groups. And so like here, Mr. Don, he's the main one talking. But at other camps, you'll get different ideas from all the different coaches, and they might contradict each other, so you don't know who to listen to. So here, you got the main person talking, so you listen to him and you know what's right.
The Breakthrough Basketball people have chosen the right kind of individuals.
Coach Don, he is, like I said, he seems like a no-nonsense guy.
He's obviously an old crusty NBA type, but that's fine.
Coach Don he'll tell a lot like it is.
The guy's harsh. He's from New York, tough guy, but he's passionate about what he does, and that is making sure your kid gets it. If you watch, he walks around, he pays attention. He's passionate about teaching kids, which is in these days hard to find.
I love the way he's interacted into the camp. He's not just standing on one end of the court. He's walking around, making sure every station and everybody out here is doing it right. So I love that. I love his energy. I love the way he infused jokes into it. So I'm enjoying him.
And it's good information. I kind of like it that where it's just him showing you what to do.
He's worked with a bunch of NBA players, so he's a good trainer.
He knows a lot, and he's trained a whole lot of NBA players, a whole lot of college players, a whole lot of high school players. So you got to believe in him. He knows what he's talking about.
And he's got command of all of them, and I love it that he's showing them so that there's really no question as to what he's going to do. About it is he shows you how to practice by yourself. I love that. I love that. All you need is a chair.
He wants to give us a training regimen as well.
He's giving the kids tools to make themselves better without having to depend on anybody else.
The other thing I love about the way he teaches is the physics, because I need to know why.
He's pretty descriptive. He kind of puts it on the kids to kind of grab it and to take it. Kind of gets them thinking of more of an adult mentality.
There's reasons why he teaches it that way, and it's all about feet, balance, power, speed, and that's going to make you a top-notch player.
Don't come here thinking that this is going to be some light mamby-pamby kind of a thing. Don talks kind of like a man to these kids, but nothing like any other high school coach or any other coach is not about to talk to your kids. And a lot softer, but he has some pretty funny phrases.
This is the first time I've met Don, yes. I love Don. I haven't met him personally, but I love the mental aspect.
Coach Don Kelbick seems to have a wonderful rapport with the kids.
He's really intense, and he's really smart, and he knows what he's talking about. It actually works and stuff.
He's funny. He's a good coach.
I really like him.
He's cool. I like him. I like when he gets after you and you're not working hard.
Really funny, really good. Good with players, I can tell.
He's got a lot of jokes, but he's a good coach, yeah.
I like how he's a get after it kind of coach, but he's really down to earth, so you feel like you can connect with him really, and his analogies, affect, it's like something that would happen in your life. So he's more personable.
Appreciate the flavor that he's bringing to the game, and he's having a good time, so the kids are having a good time.
His philosophy is a lot different than a lot of the other coaches, I think. He brings a new piece to the table.
He already went over, he's not going to try to change, your arm motion and your shot.
Coach Don said if the only time you're 100% right is when you say you can't. If you can't do something, then you're not going to do it. But if you think you can do it, you can do it.
He tells us not to be afraid to fail, and when you make a mistake, mistakes are going to happen, and you're not going to do everything perfect. If you are doing everything perfect, you're not going hard enough, and you're not pushing yourself hard enough.
So he says, don't think, just do. And he says, you got to always be confident.
He knows what he's talking about.
So parents, great camp, worth the trip, worth the money. I would say send them any chance you can get.
And tell them that they can learn the same things and maybe even more if they come. It's worth the money, however much. I don't know how much it costs, but however much it costs is worth it.
Well, if you're a parent and you think that your kid has some shot at playing high school basketball on the varsity basketball team, and let's say he's a younger kid like a lot of these here, you must invest the money to be able to come to this camp to start their footwork. Your high school coach does not have time to mess with your kid.
But the biggest value I see as a coach and as a parent is that you have something tangible to take away with you so that you can develop your own individual workout off season for repetition, repetition, repetition.
Now he has the tools to actually make him be more successful.
It's worth the money. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I mean, it's great. I love it. My daughters are having a ball here, and I hope to bring more kids next time.
I would recommend to any mom or dad that's looking to get a more rounded education in the game of basketball for their son and daughter to check out not only the Breakthrough Basketball website, but consider spending the time and the effort and the dollars to get your son or daughter to a Breakthrough Basketball camp.
Yes, it's a great camp, and you should invest the money in coming here. It's really worth it. Your game will be 100 times better after you leave here.
Yeah, I would go to this again.
Falling in love with the game again.